Hey, thanks so much for checking out the video. What I'd like to do today is give you a little insight on how I practice things hopefully with the purpose of making it, well, not purpose, but hopefully of making a mistake when I'm doing this, because I really want you guys to see that when you're working on new things, that's a part of it, right? Making mistakes is a part of it. So, you can't beat yourself up if you make mistakes when you're learning new things, right? I also, I want this to be real too. I don't want there to be cuts. I want you to see that, right? I want you to see that I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to learn this, and it takes some time to get it on your fingers. So, I have worked on this stuff before, but anyway, so I'm going to play here over a backing track. It's in the key of B minor. It's an Eric Johnson style backing track. I'll play what I'm going to show you, and then I'll teach it to you. So, here we go. I'll let it go through one time here, and I'll come in. Okay, so it was okay. It was pretty good. The last one there I kind of fumbled up a little bit, but that's okay. What am I doing here? Well, I'm playing wide interval stuff in the key of B minor. So let me come a little closer here and I'll show you what I'm doing. So my thought process right now is seeing my pentatonic scales very well in B minor. So I'm thinking here in this first form here, or the first position I start in. So what am I playing there? I'm playing the 5th fret of the A string to the 2nd fret of the G string, and then to the 5th fret of the B string. Now notice how I'm doing this. I'm actually using some hybrid picking here. So I'm going pick, down, and then I'm catching the B string with my middle finger. Okay? It's pretty tricky. So now what I'm seeing from this is I'm seeing my A minor form for B minor, right? That's the scale I'm seeing there. So that's how I associate the chord shape. So this is a B minor using the A minor chord. So I associate this chord with that pentatonic form, it's just the A minor. See, you could associate it with the chord shape, then you have your arpeggio. So that's a B minor arpeggio with the chord. And this is the pentatonic. I could even see the full, that's the full natural minor scale. So all that's coming from the B minor, the A minor shaped the B minor chord. Here are my 2 octaves, B at the 2nd fret of the A string, and B at the 4th fret of the G string. Let's move up, right? So when I do this, that wide interval thing there, I'm just playing from this pentatonic box pattern. I'm just playing the 5th fret of the A string, the 2nd fret of the G string, and then the 5th fret of the B string. So you get this wide interval sound going on, right? Then I just move it up. Now I'm seeing in the key of B minor, I'm seeing what is the G minor form. So there's my chord shape. Here's my octaves, would be B at the 7th fret of the E string, 4th fret of the G string, and then 7th fret of the high E. So here's the pentatonic shape, right? Okay. So now I'm taking from the same 3 strings, 7th fret of the A, 4th fret of the G, 7th fret of the B. You can experiment with your ring, or you probably do your ring finger. I think that's what I'm doing. Yeah, ring, index, pinky, same 3 fingers. It's almost uniform. Okay, So it's just, again, I'm just taking the notes of the pentatonic shapes in wider intervals. And you can almost practice your scales doing string skipping. Let me do that again. So I'm just skipping a string and coming back, right? The next one I'm going, where am I at here? This is right out of the E minor form, right? So my octaves are 7th fret of the low E, 9th fret of the D, and 7th fret of the high E. Those are the B's. I'm just trying to show you everything I see in these positions. So I see the octave shape, I see the chord shape, I see the arpeggio, I see the pentatonic scale, and I see the natural minor. Right? So it's like I'm building on top of all that. It's like on top of the octaves. I'm building. Right? Okay, so then the wide interval here is 9 of the A, same 3 strings, same 3 fingers, 9 of the A, 7 of the G, and then 10 of the B. And then same 3 fingers again. So the whole thing is very uniform. When you play it and analyze it for a few seconds, you'll see that it's very similar every time you move up with same fingerings. A couple frets are just a little bit higher or lower. That's really it. Now the last position for the wide interval I get into my the D minor form. So this is a D minor chord moved up for B minor. My octaves are 9th fret of the D, 12th fret of the B. My pentatonic would be and then my full or there, you know. Okay, so again, there's all that same information I'm just seeing in the same spot, right? So the wide interval here, right? Yeah. So it's 12 of the A, 9 of the G, 12 of the B. I think I already said it. Okay, so then from there, I slide up with my pinky. So let me bring it up. Sorry. See what I mean? Mistakes. And I slide up from 12 to 14. Now here it's just I was doing a little bit of something different every time, I think, for the most part. But I was just taking notes from the minor full natch B minor scale here. So I'm thinking the C minor form here. And that's the pentatonic there. Right. See, I'm forgetting things. Okay, so I brought the wide interval up, and then I just finished it off with some type of scale run. But now it's important to understand here, I do have to tell you this. Let's listen to the track again, because we need to understand what the cycle is. There's a certain cycle here of a progression that we're working through, right? And I'm trying to time this so my full lick run thing ends so I can come back. So it starts over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's essentially a 4-bar progression that's going to keep repeating for a little bit, because I know in the track it does go to something different. But so the point there is that I'll play out here, and the thing to think about is to realize is how I am timing this out, so I start back up again when the progression comes around, right? And I may do a few other things, but here we go.